2.6 million people have now withdrawn $31.8 billion from their super, and the government now says it expects that number to reach $41.9 billion, about $10 billion more than originally thought. Surprisingly, 36% of it isn't being spent. People are taking it out just in case. And 560,000 people have cleaned out their super accounts entirely. 90% of them are under 35. Now, this graph from Commonwealth Bank supports the idea that a lot of the money isn't being spent. There's been a big increase in savings because spending overall is much less than income, which makes a bit of sense because we can't go out. And the growth in income is almost entirely from government benefits, including super withdrawals. There was a big spurt in incomes in July, due mainly to the second $750 paid to pensioners. And of course, the problem is that the orange government benefits part of this graph has a time limit, based on the idea that jobs will return and that the wages contribution will expand to replace government benefits. Well, here's a graph comparing employment in this recession with the previous two recessions in the 80s and 90s, and it's pretty shocking, isn't it? Maybe because the fall this time has been so sharp, the bounce will be sharper as well, but no one knows that. The share market bounced today, regaining all that was lost on Tuesday and Wednesday, with CSL, Fortescue and JB Hi-Fi among the biggest gains. And that followed a 1.2% rise in New York last night, after Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said, "We're not even thinking about raising rates," adding a third thinking about the last month's too. And finally, the Australian dollar is roughly steady in the mid-71s. And that's finance. Thanks for watching. You can check out more finance news by clicking there, and don't forget to click subscribe down there to get all the latest updates from ABC News.